welcome everybody to, here today to the first filming of our World War II veterans. I want to welcome Dr. Irving Brown Jr. here, World War II veteran of Anzio, Battle of Anzio. Leonard Forbes Getchell, also Anzio and Salerno battlefronts. Welcoming Richmond Walker, Dick Walker, who landed at Omaha Beach, D-Day, and also Herbie Philbrick here, who was on the USS Bonhomme Richard, a CV aircraft carrier in the war with Japan off the coast of Okinawa, and was present at the signing of the surrender ceremonies on the Missouri. My name is Robert Gazda. I'm on the Newmarket Veterans Memorial Trust, Vice Chairman of the committee, and our committee is made up of Janice Rosa, our Chairman, Will Hamill, and Keith Rayesky, and myself. And we meet once a month here at the Town Hall to help honor the American veterans from the town of Newmarket. And I'd like to welcome you to the first filming of the Newmarket World War II Veterans program. This information is going to be available on Channel 13. It's also information that these veterans, with their written permission, will go to the archives, the Library of Congress, and be preserved forever at Washington, D.C., and will serve as a memento of their heroism and dedication during World War II, and especially for us here in Newmarket and future generations to know that these brave gentlemen, what they gave, what they did on behalf of all of us, and we're forever grateful to these men, members of the greatest generation. Because Doc Brown I've known for forever. We came to this town when I was 2 months old, and he was the first one that ever gave me shots in my house. I still remember him coming in with his needle and his syringes and stuff, and I used to collect those things. I was really happy to see him leave. But it was great. I mean, he always came in with a smile. He was very jovial, nice guy. You know, he looked like right out of the movies, That's all I got to say about that, but I was so glad to see him on a healthy occasion rather than on when I had the mumps and measles and chicken pox, all those things I had, right, one after another. But anyway, can you tell us a little bit? Let's turn the pages of time way back, Doc. Let's go way back where you were growing up, place where you grew up. Tell us where you grew up, date of birth, I guess, and you have something about your family life back then, your folks, their name, your occupations, anything about the early life prior to, you know, while you were in high school and leading up into college times. Can you tell us about that? And you can use that.
Yeah, I was born in Woodsville, New Hampshire, and I graduated from high school in 1933. And my father was a railroad man, and I used to ride on the engine with him, and ring the bell or blow the whistle. And in high school, I played on the baseball team for 4 years, and I won the batting titleship for the White Mountain League. And the White Mountain League was Woodsville, Lisbon, Littleton, Whitefield, Groveton, and Lancaster. And and I worked in the grocery store from the time I was 6 until I graduated from high school. Then they didn't need me anymore, and I had a job. I had a job in a diner, working 6 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning, and that was awful. And then I had a chance for a job over in North Woodstock, and it was supposed to be wonderful, but it didn't amount to anything, and I stayed less than a week, and I went to work at the bank over in Wells River, where my uncle was the head man, and in no time at all, I learned how to do this stuff, and I did all the work for the other two guys, damn it all. It was a good thing, and then I went to Cushing Academy for 1 year, and Carl Boothroyd went with me, and we had a great year down there. I played on the baseball team, and I was captain of the ski team, and I hate to say it, but I was chosen the ideal Cushing boy. And then I went to Dartmouth, and Dartmouth was very good to me because I didn't have anything really, and I graduated in 1938, and 1939 I graduated from a 2-year medical school, and then I transferred to the University of Chicago, Rush Medical School, and they were very good to me out there. I had a full scholarship, and for 1 year I answered the telephone because we did outpatient deliveries, and someone had to answer the telephone all night in case somebody went into labor so we could send somebody out. And we used to get into some awful houses, I'll tell you. But and I graduated with honors from the college, and I felt pretty good about that. And I can always think of the time when they gave me that they said I was from Woodsville, New Hampshire, and I wondered who in the hell in Chicago knew where Woodsville, New Hampshire was.
I even had to look it up on a map a couple of times, but I know it's in the north and the western side. It's near Vermont.
It's on the Connecticut River.
Yep, yep.
Where the Ammonoosuc comes in.
Sure.
I guess that's enough. Thank you.
Oh. So that is quite a bit. So that leads up to, from when you were growing up to your college time.
Yeah.
Yep. How about siblings? Did you have any siblings that were in the military?
No.
No.
I had 4 sisters.
Okay, so you did have 4 sisters. Yeah. And your dad was a railroad.
Man.
Was he a railroad engineer?
Yeah.
I saw some of the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. So growing up in Woodsville, small town, it was quite an accomplishment to go to Dartmouth and then go to the medical school.
Yeah.
And that's how you entered the military. How did you get involved with the military?
Well, I enlisted about a month before I graduated from medical school, and I became a first lieutenant, and I was given a year for internship before I went on active duty. And when I went on active duty, I went to Carlisle Barracks down in Pennsylvania, which was a school for medical officers, and there were 300 of us there, and every month there was 300. That seems almost impossible. 300 young doctors in one place.
Already MDs.
Yeah.
And they were just giving you the training that you needed to do the work.
Well, they didn't do an awful lot. We learned how to march. I learned how to read a compass, and they gave us talks on artillery and how to set up an aid station, and that was about it.
Hmm. And that's in Carlisle, PA. Yeah.
Not too far from Gettysburg, really.
Nice country down there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful down there.